Hello, good morning. You're upstream. How you guys doing? Okay, so like, what should I go over in the tier list? Every hero, why they're strong, what items will make them strong or weak, or why they're bad, or like I have to give a reason, right, for everyone. Whatever you played, if you just thought about it hard enough, you'd think of an OP build that would break the game. There was a patch where I did Decay on Pocket, and it was lethal. No, but it was bad. Like, you guys don't understand. You're like, isn't it like that now? No. I'm saying it was so bad that you have to hotfix the game, or it was unplayable. People would be like, I'm not playing anymore. This test is stupid. I'll see you guys tomorrow when they hotfix it. Yeah, Mystic, Reverb, and Decay worked on a pocket ult, and I would just go around one-shotting people. That was crazy. I guess I'll just start. Abrams, I think, is A tier, because this character has, like, a solid laning phase, and he can kind of abuse the OP items. Like for example, Spirit Snatch is really strong. Like, Abrams with, like, Spirit Snatch is actually really good in the early to mid-game, and he scales really well. Like, once you get Phantom Strike on endgame, you're very strong. Like, you're good in team fights. Like, there's no such thing as a bad Abrams game. Abrams just has, like, really solid team fighting in general. It's just, like, never, like, bad to have an Abrams on your team. I would say Billy is S tier. I think Billy is just, like, DLC Abrams. Like, Billy can be a lot worse than Abrams, technically. I just think he has a much higher ceiling. Part of what makes Billy OP, I think, is how much damage he outputs with how much utility he has. He has built-in move speed buff, a dash that knocks you up, and then multiple knockups, and his ult is a built-in slowing hex. So, like, this character is, like, an insane team fighter and an insane ganker on side lanes. On characters like, there's a lot of, like, side lane characters, like Infernus or Mirage, for example, that are, like, ungankable, quote-unquote, before Billy came out. But then characters like Billy now, and, like, as opposed to Abrams, he can use his ult to stop them from using, like a built-in slowing hex. So, like, I think Billy is just, like, a higher skill ceiling Abrams, but also has, like, this very similar team fight. It's just, like, Abrams is, like, a safer pick, but I think Billy is OP. We'll see Billy have, like, a lot of nerfs. Bebop, I would say, honestly, I think Bebop is really good. I think Bebop's A tier. I think Bebop, the gun build, is very high A tier, probably like a top 5, top 6 character in the game. The bomb build and the ult build are, like, pretty bad, but they're not, like, that bad. But if you're actually trying to rank up and win games, if you just play gun Bebop and you're a Bebop player, you'll win more than 60% of your games. This build is, like, extremely OP. If you look at the win rates, I'm pretty sure Bebop has a solid win rate, and I'm pretty sure at least half the people in the game play his build and completely wrong, which is crazy to think about. I think if all the Bebop players stopped playing like the average Jonas bomb build and they just played a full competitive OP gun build, this character would probably have, like, the highest win rate in the game, I think. Genuinely, like, I feel like the bomb build is probably a 40-35% win rate build, and the gun build is like a 60% win rate build, and it averages out to have, like, a decent win rate. But I'm pretty sure that this gun build is, like, one of the best endgame and early game builds in the game. Calico, honestly, people like Calico right now. I was a really big Calico fan before. I grinded this a lot in competitive and in high rank a couple months ago, but I don't think it's very strong. I think Calico is easily countered by the meta heroes. I think that Calico used to be really good. I think Calico is very counterable. Like, for example, her whole kit is, like, Spirit Burst in the mid game. Counterspell completely negates this hero entirely. I think, like, Backstabber and Cold Front also received the nerfs, which were items that pretty much carry this character's early game. Her base gun is really horrible, but she kind of got carried by Cat being OP and getting a gold lead and buying items like Cold Front and Backstabber, which both got slight nerfs. I think she's, like, C tier, probably top of C. Her lane is just terrible, and she's completely countered by characters like Billy, like with the built-in slowing hex and all of that stuff. I think she's pretty weak. If you somehow win your lane on Calico and you can run around and then people just, like, overextend, you can capitalize and be pretty strong. But, like, on average, I don't want to have a Calico on my team. Part of what made her OP was that she was weak early, but her cat was so OP. Even though you had a weak lane, quote-unquote, you would reach your ult spikes and ability spikes faster because your cat was OP. Like, boxes would spawn and they were worth more money, and you would run around and just clear at twice the speed anyone else can, and you'd get your like, power spikes slightly before, and even though they were weaker power spikes, you actually were, like, really good. But I don't think she's very good anymore. Drifter, I think Drifter is really strong. I'd probably put him in A, probably gonna be towards the middle bottom of A. I think he's still worse than Bebop and Abrams and Billy, but I think he's really strong. He has the potential to carry games, but even if he doesn't carry games, he's a solid, like, he's gonna get his one kill in the team fight and create pressure. And the ultimate, even if he's behind, is really good team fight value. Like, he's not a CC hero per se, but the ult is, like, effectively crowd control. I don't think he's OP or anything. He's, like, strong, but I don't think he's OP. Doorman, there are some, like, gimmicky things you can do with this hero to make it really OP. But, like, if I'm being honest, this hero is just, like, it's too much work for too little output. And it requires too much teamwork to do anything. And you have, like, zero individual agency compared to other characters. And there's no way you could solo carry. Like, if you put a really good player on Doorman in mid to low elo, you would not have a higher win rate compared to... It's like a similar thing as Sinclair. Like, the amount of effort that I would have to put on Doorman to carry games in lower elo compared to, like, any of the other heroes is, like, it's not worth your time. The hero is cool, but, I'll put it in C around Calico strength, I would say. It's a strong lane, which is always valuable, and it has good CC to take a carry out of a fight, but the individual agency is too low for me to think it's good. Dynamo. Honestly speaking, I think Dynamo is pretty solid. A lot of people hate on Dynamo. I think Dynamo is better than Calico and Doorman. I would probably put Dynamo like rank 1 in C. He's not OP per se, but I think he's pretty strong. Maybe bottom B, top of C. I'm not sure. Probably bottom of B, top of C. I'll decide later. I might move these around a little bit. Great Talon. I think Great Talon is probably bottom A. This character's like definitely playable again. Is really countered endgame by like very endgame is definitely countered by Spellbreaker. Can be countered by improved Spirit Armor counter spell, but mainly it's the Spellbreaker item that makes this hero really miserable to play. I think GT is good. GT has a pretty decent lane. GT has a pretty good mid game and scales pretty well depending on how you do. It's just it's a solid hero all around, honestly. I've been enjoying playing it. It has good team-wide map control with the ult if you're good with it. Like, I don't think GT is OP. I don't think GT is bad. I think it's pretty balanced. This patch is pretty well balanced all around. Geist, I don't think Geist is very good right now. I think Geist is always going to be, like, not a bottom hero just because of her inherent life swap is really annoying to deal with. Probably middle of C, top of C. I don't think she's very strong. The mobility creep is bad. Her base regen is bad. Maybe even below Calico, honestly. I don't know. Her lane is decent. I haven't seen people doing enough on the character to make me justify a higher position. I don't think Geist is very strong. Which is good, because when Geist is strong, which she was for like a year, the game was in a worse place for sure. Haze, I think Haze is actually good. I would recommend playing Haze. I think Haze is in a pretty strong spot, especially in matchmaking. It's probably, I would probably say top of B for Haze. It takes a good player with a good lead in the beginning to actually do good on her in late game, but like for the average person, I'd probably say top of B. Like I would recommend playing it for sure. I don't think she's OP just because of coordination. Like when coordination comes in hand, like Haze definitely gets countered, but I think she's really strong. Her lane is a lot stronger than she used to be actually. She's definitely like annoying to lane against now. When I play Haze, I think I'm winning more lanes often than not. Holiday, I think this character's OP. Like this character's probably on the same level as GT, if not stronger. This character has just always been OP. The game is in a really balanced spot, so these tiers for me are like basically tiered around individual agency, and if I recommend playing them to win more games than not. The game isn't like unbalanced to the point where like D equals unplayable, C equals unplayable, B, it's not like that. Every single hero in this game for the most part is playable and is balanced. It's just what I would recommend to people for like on average like individual agency and control in the game. Ivy, I think Ivy is pretty strong. I'm gonna put Ivy in B. I think Ivy is like similar level to Haze. Like Ivy does just soak up a lot of farms, so like she might seem strong because she has a gold lead on you a lot of the time, but like in my opinion, if this character doesn't have a gold lead, like it's like definitely just like mediocre, like above average, I guess. Maybe there are definitely a lot of heroes I'd rather have on the team than Ivy. I think she's pretty decent. I don't think she's like as good as people say, but I think she'll end up in the middle of the pack. Infernus, I think Infernus is strong. Is he A? Is Infernus A? I feel like Infernus is like slightly better than Haze. I don't want to put everybody in A because I feel like I want to put everyone in A at this point, but I feel like Infernus is like probably slightly better than Haze. Like Infernus is like a slightly better version of Haze, I guess. Scales well as well. B is not weak in this tier list. B is strong. Like B is not bad by any means at all. The game is really balanced. I would recommend playing Infernus to people who want to rank up and win games. You can definitely carry. Kelvin seems to be pretty strong right now. On average, I feel like the average Kelvin is pretty decently strong. Probably A tier. I would never put Kelvin S for sure. I do think he's strong. I just don't know that like I would recommend Kelvin to like I feel like if you played Kelvin, I wouldn't recommend it to like win every game or rank up or whatever. Like I think it's strong, but like it's like I don't think it's like quote unquote OP. The thing about Kelvin that makes him nice is he's an automatic like you should never lose your lane hard on Kelvin, for the most part. Like, Kelvin has a really... Like, Kelvin's early game is what makes him strong. Like, it's a MOBA at the end of the day. And, like, having a permanent healer and a double health reset on your lane, like, pre-5k gold is, like, really valuable. And it can negate a lot of, like... Like, a lot of the other characters in the game need to kill you in lane and take your tower, or they are worthless. And Kelvin can pretty much negate that. And at the same time, if you pair a Kelvin with, like, a Billy or a Shiv, or, like, whatever... Like another strong lane hero, he can take your tower in 4 minutes, like easily. Lash, I would put Lash in S tier. I think this hero is just OP. The game right now is literally like all movement creep. Like it's like the movement creep has gotten to a point where it's like so extreme, and like Lash is just inherently OP. It's also like a spirit early meta. Like spirit damage early dictates a lot of the mid game, and this character can just fly in the sky and spawns in with base spirit armor. So like he kind of is just OP. I don't know what to say. He also has absurd late-game teamfight potential. He has a good lane because he starts off with Spirit Armor and self-healing. He has good gun damage too with no investment. Like, his character is just OP. This character is OP and competitive and casual in every elo and almost always has been. Let's see, McGinnis. I think McGinnis is OP. I'm not going to put it there because it would be too controversial, but I've saw a lot of tier lists where people put McGinnis in like D tier or whatever. I think those people are just bad and haven't tried it. I think McGinnis is actually like OP. I think McGinnis is like better than Ivy, better than Dynamo. I think McGinnis is actually good. I would rather have McGinnis on my team than Ivy if they knew what they were doing. I actually like McGinnis, and I've been playing it in a turn of 6 games with all pros or whatever, and I've almost won every game. And my impact has not been like bad at all. My impact has been insane, and like pro players have been like really surprised at how good my McGinnis has been and like how impactful it is. Like, I think it's actually really good. I've been playing like support with turrets, and it's actually strong. And I think gun is fine too. Like, I've seen Zergy playing gun. But I play turret support with like all the OP items like Heroic Aura and Healing Nova and Healing Tempo. I think it's really good. 90% of pub Ivies just kudzu the entire jungle and have 0 impact with their farm. Yeah, I agree. I think Ivy gets overrated because their clear speed is so fast. So like bad players just soak up all the farm and have a bajillion gold and don't really do a lot of damage compared to like their gold to damage ratio is really bad. Like, a lot of my Ivies end up top gold lobby, lowest damage lobby, which is like unacceptable. The Ivies that are impactful are the ones that use their farm lead to split push walkers and escape and just be a permanent nuisance. That's the thing that's strong about Ivy, in my opinion. It's the split pushing. Other than that, it's actually bad. I think McGinnis is better than Ivy on average. I'll say it. Like, max seal with healing temp on McGinnis is like pretty uncounterable. That shit is just OP. Like, McGinnis has strong defense, strong offense, good mid-boss contests, good mid-boss secure, good, really great, like the best earn secure in the game, basically, in my opinion. Like if you go into a McGinnis who's even gold and has 3 turrets with a heal on thing with wall for earn, like, this character dominates earn fights. Like, it's actually good. You just have to know what you're doing and know your lineups. Like, her tower, bro. I've been playing McGinnis in a turn of 6 with like low main or whatever, bro. We take our tower every fucking game at 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, like against other pro players. Like, this hero's lane, her lane creep is insane. Like, this character with no items, monster rounds, 1 point in every ability, just on the tower is insane. Dude, if you have McGinnis and like Mina, it's CG, man. Like your mid boss like presence is insane. The enemy team past 15, 16, 17 minutes cannot randomly lose 2 people in the jungle, or you will just do the mid boss instantly and be full HP when your team comes. If they contest the mid boss like 5v5 or 5v6 or whatever, those people are all instantly dying if they don't have insane turret clear really fast. Like, if you have good turrets at 20 minutes and a guy just drops down in the pit, this guy is dead instantly to turrets. Even if it's such good mid boss flip, honestly. Like, the average McGinnises on my team are not good or anything, but when I've been spamming the character, I think it's strong. Mina, this character is just OP. I don't think it'll be OP for long, but the split pushing potential with Mina when you rush Spirit Burn is game breaking. Like I said, just like other characters, most people build it wrong and play it wrong. But if you play Mina with max ult rush Spirit Burn, I've shown it on stream. Like, this character is just OP. The Spirit Burn damage on objectives just changes the entire game. Like, honestly, she should be way higher than this. She's probably like, yeah, I'd put it even higher. Her lane is just OP. She's super annoying in lane. She's like pretty uncatchable with her 2, especially once it's maxed. It's just GG. She's not killable, except unless you have an insane Spirit Burst and she doesn't have any like you know what I'm saying? Like, catching this character is impossible. You waste a lot of time chasing her. It's like Lash. And then her split pushing and mid boss fights are just, she kills objectives way too fast. Yeah, and her farm speed is insane, and she also literally never has to base with her 1. That's true. Mirage. I think Mirage is strong, despite what people might think. I think Mirage is like still probably the best out of all these like M1 heroes, honestly. People like LARP about Mirage a lot. I still think Mirage is good. Like, at the very least, like above Infernus phase, probably. Like, Mirage will always be good because he has a really annoying early game. And his early game presence can be really annoying. Like his lane is strong. Like, there's been so many games that get snowballed because a Mirage will like double kill in lane, take tower, TP to a side lane, and then gank. Like, the early game control, it's really frustrating to deal with. You can't respond. And his split pushing late and like mid game is good too. Honestly, any character with cross map TP on a relatively low cooldown is gonna be impactful, like always, if you play it correctly. And the base kit is pretty good. Like, the kit has base shred. The tornado is like the best dodge in the game. Like, you can't. This character's really difficult to deal with in a side lane, and then has, I don't know. The character's good. Mo and Krill, yeah, aka, I'm not gonna say the word, but you know what I'm talking about. This character is, OP as fuck. Always has been OP as fuck. This character is literally an Austrian painter, yes. It's actually just OP. It always has been. Mo players are sick animals. This character is unbelievably broken. I can't believe this character is in the state it is, and it's just like the most skillless slop character ever. Honestly, this character has the strength of 2 characters put together. So I guess it's kind of fitting. This character has no cooldowns. He has permanent scaling. He has good lane, good mid game, good end game, good self-sustain, good damage, good movement. The Spirit Mo and Krill is just broken. You can build at 80% Spirit items and have 5,000 HP, and you can one-shot anybody you get on top of, which is not difficult, by the way. Like this character endgame, even endgame, right? Even like 30 minutes into the game, or mid game, honestly, just if you have like Surge of Power, Torment Pulse, eventually Spirit Burn or Scourge, you just one-shot anybody, or Phantom Strike. Like, you just one-shot any carry, any squishy character, or like, anybody on this list. If you catch a Mina, a Drifter, a Holiday, a GT, a Mirage, an Infernus, a Haze, an Ivy, and you get a combo off on any of these characters, which are in every game, in the mid-game, you are one-shotting them, even without teammates. The character is just OP. Like, it is like a pick character that one-shots them by yourself without coordination, with no cooldowns. And he's uncatchable. Like, if you make a dumb play, you just burrow away, and you will not die. It's OP. That's true. After 15 minutes, if you die to him... Honestly, after any point in the game, if you die to Mo combo... Okay, here's the thing. So Mo takes a long time to kill and a lot of resources, right? You always have to use ults on Mo to kill him, because all of his burrow and everything, right? Yeah, Mo is like actually like really good. Like really good. Like, he's OP. What do you call it? You have to use so many resources on Mo versus his cooldowns. Like, it's not proportionate. The amount of resources you have to use to kill a Mo versus the amount of resources and cooldown times he has to use to kill you is extremely disproportionate. You can die to a Mo combo, and then you will come back to your jungle, and he has it again, and he can do it again and again and again, versus killing him when he's in your jungle requires cooldowns that are way longer, and it ruins your game. He doesn't give a fuck. Mo and Krill, and the reason he's S is because when I could play on lower elo accounts and play Mo and Krill, and I could win every game and drop 30 kills. I'm not like bragging like that. Like, that's not true for every character in the game at all, by the way. If I played Doorman and Smurfed, I could not win every game. But if I played Mo and Krill and Smurfed, I could win absolutely every game. Disgustingly. Like, the character is it does everything. It's just OP. And I think everybody in the world agrees this character is OP. Like, also, a high skill character on Mo, a high skill player on Mo will really have a lot of map control, and a low skill player on Mo, like, at the very worst, right? The worst Mo and Krill player in all of the game has the highest amount of value for any character in the game without like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I would take the worst player on my team on Mo and Krill every game over any other character. Like, anybody, even if you are not sober, can press ult on someone a couple times and help you. Top 3 most important items on Mo. First item, QSR in lane every game. Quick to reload every game. 0-1600 every game. It's OP as fuck. 2 points in your 1 with QSR is OP every game, no matter what. And then, second most important item is Torment Pulse, probably, I would say. And then Warpstone is up there too. Warpstone, then Spirit Burn. If you're Giga low elo, just buy Trophy Collector. It's OP. I like Surge of Power on the character too for the move speed on your burrow. Paige, I'm not really sure where to put Paige, honestly. I'm inclined to say Paige isn't OP because I think high skill character, like for example, I play a lot of Spirit Burst characters, and this character just dies. Like, okay, for example, Paige might be really good if you're playing in mid elo, and say you're duoing. Say, okay, if you've got a boyfriend and you're trying to play, and you guys want to duo queue, this character's S tier. Just queue up with your boy, play an M1 character, you'll win every lane, and you'll have a lot of fun. But, on the contrary, if you're solo queuing and you're playing in high elo, you are going to die over and over and over again by yourself because the character can't self-sustain in terms of, like you can't live against, like, a lot of the good heroes right now. You will not be able to live against a Mina, a Drifter, an Abrams, a Bebop. Like, you're just dead. I'll probably put Paige in, like, I mean, I don't think she's that bad, but, like, probably, like, here. I don't know. Maybe that's correct. Also, another big thing that isn't an issue in low elo that is an extremely big problem in high elo that people don't understand is... Okay, here's another one. In high elo, getting 1 or 2 or 3 denies in lane changes the entire lane dynamic. If you are in the highest level of play against high laners and you lose 2 souls, if I'm against an equally skilled duo lane and we lose 2 confirms on the first wave, by the way, the game is over. I'm raging. It is probably actually over entirely, instantly, off the first wave. And that's something that low elo players don't comprehend how important that is. But Page cannot secure souls at all. If you're solo queuing and your teammate fucks up on Page and loses 2 souls on the first wave, the game's over, man. Like, you lost your lane. Like, you cannot secure souls on this character. And, like, what happens if you're on Page and your duo laner dies? Okay, well, now, like, the whole wave is gone. Like, he's missing it, I'm missing it, the enemy has more gold. Like you're just feeding gold. Like, it's actually bad. I don't know. Paradox, this character is just OP. Always has been. Always will be. Yoshi is a Paradox main. I said it. This character has... I have made over 100 DMs to Yoshi about how OP this character is for over a year and a half. It's never been bad. Character is OP in every aspect of the game. It has no cooldowns. It has infinite damage. You can build anything you want. It is just an Earth character like Mo and Krill. Yeah, it's just OP. Pocket. I'm going to put Pocket at the very top of A, just because I think it takes a degree of skill and understanding of the game to get the full value out of the character, I guess. But even with that being said, an average Pocket player with Affliction is still strong at a lot of stages in the game. I don't think he's S, but I think he's like very top of A. He's like, I think he's really good. It does take a good... Okay, if my tier list was like based on how I could make the character be, this character would be like a S plus tier. Like if I was being like selfish or whatever, I don't know how to describe it, but like if I was factoring my individual skill in the character, it'd be S plus, because like if you're really good at the character, it is actually OP. But the reality is, not everybody is like knows what they're doing on the character perfectly. I don't think any person who's good at the game would put Pocket below A. Like, S and A are the only categories that you would possibly put Pocket. If you think Pocket is a bottom tier character this patch, you're extremely, like, uneducated on the game. The character is very strong. This character is really strong in the hands of a good player. It has... I don't know. There's not much to say. I don't know. There's not much to say. It's just very good. It's very strong. Very cool character. 7. If I were going to put 7 on a list somewhere, it would probably be around here, I guess. I think 7 is really good. He did receive a little bit of nerfs, which I think have seen a little bit of decline in popularity, if I'm not mistaken, just a little bit. But the shred on 7's the shred on 7's early game 3 is inherently OP, considering it is a spirit meta, for quote unquote. Like, early spirit damage wins games, right? Like, if you have a lot of spirit burst heroes in every lane and they all win their lane, like, it's gonna be really hard for the enemy team, even if they have good endgame carries, to farm properly. Like, so that being said, if you're in a lane and you have 7 plus Lash, whatever, like, okay, now Lash is doing 15% more damage and he's healing 15% more, which is enough to completely snowball the lane out of proportion and be unsustainable. At the same time, the character has a good gun, the character has an OP team fighting ult, and the character has CC on... Honestly, he's actually... I'm moving him up on the list, and like after I think about the character more, this character's actually kind of just OP. Yeah. I mean, this character is good even with no hands. Like, I brought this up the other day on stream, but like, the base duration on 7 ult is absurd, and I bet if I asked chat right now what they think the duration on this ult is with no items, they'd probably be wrong, by the way. So like, let me ask, without no one cheats, what do you guys think the base duration of 7 ult is? Like, with 2 points. Like, what do you guys think? 1 hour? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. 14? Yeah, it's 14. Which even surprised me. You guys probably cheating because I said it the other day a bunch. But I actually cannot believe how long the 7 ult is and why nobody's talked about it. Like, for a character that is so good outside of the ult, I'm mind blown how long his ult is. Personally. I thought, even though I played the game every day, I thought his ult was like maybe 6-second base goes to 12 or something. 14 is ridiculous. In my opinion, it should be like 6 base and then go to 10, and then it could be extended to 14 by buying the superior duration item. To me, that would be fair. I think 14 would be a fair number for 7. But, I mean, 14 with no investment is just ridiculous, in my opinion. It's gotta go. Sinclair, I mean, people aren't gonna like my answer on this, but this hero is fucking OP, and everyone who's bad at this character makes it seem like it's a bottom tier character. This character is just OP, and everyone is just bad at him. And even like bad players that one-trick this hero have way too much value on this hero. This shit is just OP. D or S depending on player, so B, yeah, pretty much. I think this character's OP. Like, actually. Like, to the point where I'd probably put it, like, up here. Higher than you'd think. I think, like I said, I'm saying it's OP and I'm putting it in B, and I'm gonna get, I'm gonna get timestamps. You're gonna go, this doesn't make any sense. You're putting it in B, but you said it's OP. Okay, listen, man. People think it's the worst hero in the game, and I'm putting it above 10 heroes. It's not bad, okay? It's a good hero. This character needs adjustments before the game is, like, released. Like, it's not finished. Like, his 1 is absurd damage in lane. It needs nerf ASAP Rocky. His ult being half the cooldown of the ult you take is extremely unbalanced. Like, he's not a bad character. And people think he's the worst character in the game or whatever. They're just wrong. Anyway. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Shiv. I think Shiv is extremely strong right now. Stronger than people might think. Honestly. Like, low-key. Shiv is really good. I personally put Shiv, like, up here. I know I have a lot of characters in A. Yes, listen, like, I'll reiterate again in case you weren't here. I think the game is in an extremely balanced spot. And, just because a hero is in a certain category, B or C, it doesn't mean it's unplayable. I'm ranking it by a lot of different factors, like I stated earlier in the video, or whatever. But, yeah, I think Shiv, the dagger build people have been doing is really strong and pretty impressive with the K. And, people have been doing, like, Mystic Shot, Tank Buster, and some points into the knives and ult. Sometimes I've seen Radiant Regen splashed in there, and he's been pretty strong in, like, every game, that I played. Shiv is always, like, good to have on your team because they execute in fights. It's strong. He can be pretty oppressive. If you're solo laning into a Shiv and you're trying to sustain in a solo lane and you get knifed, like, 2 times, like, on, like, some crazy knife, like, you're fucked, man. Like, you have to base instantly. Like, if you get decayed and knifed twice, like, you're fucked. You're gone. He'll execute you in one more knife. You have to leave. Like, he's pretty oppressive. Like, the Mystic people also haven't been doing, people haven't been doing Mystic Shot on him, but, like, when I've been playing against Shivs recently who buy Mystic Shot early in lane, it's so annoying, man. Like, his shotgun spread is pretty tight for Mystic Shot, and the Mystic Shot's fall off has gotten a lot, like, better. Like, it's like, even though it has fall off, it's not very much. Like, this character hits you with a knife and a Mystic Shot for 250 damage in lane. I don't like having a Victor on my team. I don't like playing Victor. Playing against him can be annoying, quote-unquote, but not nearly as annoying as a lot of the other characters in the game with the same amount of gold. Like, maybe I'll be wrong with this one. I'm fine to eat it, whatever. I think he's dog shit. I think he requires too much gold and too much skill, quote-unquote, in the early game. Honestly, like, if this character is strong in the mid-game, there was probably some negligence on the team that got him fed, in my opinion. Like, this character, like, if this character is strong and you're losing because of Victor, it was probably your fault rather than the hero being OP's fault. Does that make any sense? Like, you probably did something wrong if this character's shitting on you. Like, you're probably doing something wrong. Viscous. I think Viscous is strong in ways that are not... It's hard to explain. Viscous is strong, but not... If you know how to play against it, it's not OP. But it's strong in high elo because of lane. But outside of lane dominance, this hero does fall off, but I'm just going to go ahead and slam it. Probably top of B. Honestly, I'll probably, like, move Kelvin down, maybe, perhaps. Probably top of B above Kelvin, Mirage. Like, he's good. But, what makes him good is the Express Shot build. If Express Shot ends up getting nerfed or whatever in the recent updates, this character will be dog shit. Like, genuinely. Express Shot carries this hero by far. Same thing with Spirit Snatch, and I feel like, personally, we're going to get Express Shot and Spirit Snatch nerfs, which is going to make the character unplayable. This character is just carried by either A, good mechanics, or B, people not knowing how to play against it. A lot of times a mix of the both. Like, for example, like, you'll watch, like, me or Goober play this Viscous build or low main or whatever, and we'll dominate early games, but when you reverse the roles, it's not like that. Like, I laned against Goober yesterday on Viscous, and I know what the character needs to do to succeed. I gave Goober none of that. He has 0 kills in lane, didn't do anything. If you understand how the character is, like, played and how to play against it, like, the cheese isn't really, like, there. But for people who don't understand how to play against it, it can be oppressive, really. But, like... You have that opinion, Goober, I'm pretty sure, because you play competitive, and you, like, I think this character in competitive is OP. I don't think this character is OP to, like, the average Archon player that I'm, like, talking to in the video, if that makes sense. Also, your mechanics are good, and my mechanics are good, and we make the character do stuff that, like, the average person would never be able to do. Or whatever. So, like, I agree. Me and you on the character are A, but the average person playing the character is not, like... I don't think it's on the same level as, like, Holiday or whatever the fuck. Viper? I don't think Viper's that bad. I'll put him down here just because. But, like, whatever. Cancel me if you want. I think Spirit Viper is decent. I don't know. This character's pretty bad, no? This character is good, and I can make it work, but at the same time, is this character not just extremely counterable? This character is just completely destroyed by CC, which, wow, guys, look at my S tier and my tier list, guys. What does every character in my top of my tier list have in common? Oh, Extreme CC is the top 4 characters in the game. Wow. Wow, who would have thought, man? Like, the characters in top 4 are just CC bots. Okay, that's cool. So, how does Viper function against Mo and Krill, Billy, Paradox, Lash? Can someone tell me? Can someone tell me how you play Viper into Paradox, Lash, Billy, and Mo? Can someone explain to me how you would play that? Yeah, you'd get 0 kills, man. Like that, I don't think... Okay, this being said, Viper is in D. Does that mean Viper is unplayable? No. Does that mean Viper will never be playable without a rework? No. The current meta is a lot of Spirit Resistance, Counterspell, Debuff Remover, and a lot of CC spam, and a lot of movement creep with verticality, and Viper slides on the ground and suffers against people who fly around above him and CC him. So, like, just because of the meta, he's pretty bad. But I like him, and I think he's good, but, like, he's not. Yeah, Viper's a boy. In my opinion. Vindicta? I don't think... I mean, I don't know. People always say, wow, Vindicta. Vindicta this, Vindicta that. Vindicta this, Vindicta that. Yeah, well, whatever, man. The character is a literal cuck. The character is a cameraman. It feels terrible to play. It is easily counterable by anybody in the game with a $3,000 item. The character's gun feels like shit to use. The ult feels janky to use. Everything is on a 40-second cooldown. The Crow is nerfed to the point where it's 1/3 the shred of 7 shred at the max level, which 7 gets in lane with 2 points. The Stake is nerfed terribly. The character is bad. Everyone freaked out because the character was blah blah blah, but it never even felt good to play. The Stake and Crow were just OP, but it felt terrible to play. So everyone was like, wah, Vin is OP. It's not. It's shit, man. It's shit. Characters like literal D tier. Also, you cannot play Vindicta into the same thing as Viper over and over again. Notice what I'm saying? How do you play Vindicta into Lash, Paradox, Bebop, Abrams with Phantom Strike, Grey Talon, Holiday? You can't. It doesn't do anything. The character cannot play into any of the top characters. Warden? Warden, in my opinion, will always be OP. Until they change his ult to not be like a brainless press one button and stand in a circle. Most boring character in the entire game. OP laning phase. OP ult by pressing one button. I'm gonna put Warden like probably top middle of A, I guess. Just on like this character's average impact is just really strong. He's like I could probably get my dog to press 4 on Warden and get more damage than my average Calico and Viper and Victor on my team. So yeah, it's just skillless slop. Yeah, another thing about Vindicta, to go back a second. Vindicta has no individual agency regardless of net worth gap, which is a big factor for me in these videos, is, or in tier lists. Like, for me, if I played Vindicta in Archon, which I've done before on stream, by the way, I have been 2,000 souls per minute, 20,000 souls above anybody on the enemy team. Like, yeah, I'm smurfing, whatever. I lose every game. I have no agency. It's easily counterable. I can't win a game. Even with double the net worth of the enemies, you can't fucking do anything. There's no individual agency at all. Like, you might think, oh, you're just bad. No. Like, I'm telling you, you can't do anything. Like, this character is useless. Like, a lot... Also, the current rejuve is a big reason for my tier list. The current rejuve is so OP. And what the fuck does Vindicta do in the mid-boss pit, by the way? You die, and you die again. You waste a rejuve for no reason. Like, I don't know. Vindicta just sucks. Wraith. Okay, Wraith is like... Wraith is like OP, but not OP at the same time, and I hate playing against it. I hate Wraith. Wraith LARPers are always gonna say she's bad, no matter how strong she is, but, like, let's be real. If the good Wraith players played Wraith in the early game, like how I played Pocket and just got a soul lead and then he abused it, I think this character could be A tier. But the reality is, nobody plays like that, so I'm gonna put her in B probably. But, like, it pains me to put Wraith in B because I know the potential is way better than that and people just suck, but whatever. Wraith is probably... Like, I hate putting her here, but, like, yeah, she's strong, but, like, it's kind of funny how B tier is kind of just the M1 heroes, I guess. It's probably something like that. I don't know. It's hard. I think a lot of the M1 players are strong, but, like, the people in NNA who play the M1 players are extremely bad. Just to be as kind as possible. And a lot of people follow what they do, and it's extremely bad. And I think that makes a lot of these M1 heroes who are actually strong, like, appear to be weak. Yamato will never be that bad because of her right click is Yamato, if you guys didn't know this, Yamato shoots on average, like, Yamato shoots right clicks that do GT arrow damage, like, off cooldown, which makes her laning stage really oppressive. And this character is just a pain in the ass to deal with at any stage in the game because of her, like, invulnerability or whatever the fuck. Like, it stalls a lot of time in every fight. Like, I think this character is, like, B tier just because the new items that are introduced, like Counterspell, will counter her endgame a lot. Like, the new... So, like, for example, her endgame got Giga nerfed, right? Like, back in the day, you would snowball on Yamato, and then you could carry in the endgame once you get Refresher, right? You would just carry. You could one-shot anyone, right? But hear me out. With improved Spirit Armor being strong, with Counterspell being strong, with Spellbreaker being strong, her endgame is extremely bad. And her early game is OP, and her end game is not that good. I think she's B. I personally I've played 400 games this month. I don't think I've lost a single game to a Yamato that's fed. Like, a lot of the times it's been Yamato's fed, we can manage that. And, like, I've played against good Yamato players who are 8-0 in my Turnus games, and we find a way to bring the game back. There's counters. Silence Weave is really strong. Curse is strong. Counterspell is strong. Spellbreaker is strong. I think Gun Yamato is terrible. A lot of the new items that were introduced, almost all the new items, completely contradict the character. But she is extremely OP in the laning phase, which is why she's next to Sinclair. Yamato and Sinclair are lane merchants, basically uncounterable in lane, but fall off due to the same exact reasons almost. If you duo queued Yamato Sinclair, you would win 100 lanes in a row. Alright, well, that's it. And cut! Woo! Okay, back to my real voice. What's up, chat? How you guys doing?